Hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Ravi Coaching, a flagship mentor. Hey everyone. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to explore one of the most significant geographical features of India, the rivers. Before moving further topic, like and share my videos, and share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Don't forget to press bell icon. Specifically, in this video we'll be discussing the key differences between the Himalayan rivers and the Peninsular rivers. These two types of rivers have unique characteristics that shape not only the geography of India but also its culture, economy, and agriculture. Let's dive into each point and understand what makes them so distinct. Let's start with the origin of these rivers. Himalayan rivers originate from the snow-covered peaks of the Himalayan mountain range. As a result, these rivers are born at high altitudes where snow and glaciers melt to form streams that eventually turn into large rivers. On the other hand, peninsular rivers originate from the peninsular plateau regions of southern and central India. These rivers usually begin from lower elevations compared to Himalayan rivers, typically in hill ranges like the Western Ghats or the Vindhya ranges. On the basis of river flow, perennial versus seasonal rivers. Himalayan rivers are perennial, which means they flow throughout the year. Why? Because they are constantly fed by the melting snow and glaciers in the Himalayas. Even when there's no rain, these rivers have a steady flow. In contrast, peninsular rivers are mostly seasonal. They rely heavily on the monsoon rains for water, so during the dry season, many of these rivers can shrink significantly or even dry up. They only have a strong flow during the monsoon period. The source of water also differs. Himalayan rivers are fed by snow and glaciers, which ensures a consistent water supply even during non-monsoon months. This is why they never really run dry. Peninsular rivers, however, are rain-fed. Their flow depends entirely on the monsoon rains. If the monsoon is weak or delayed, these rivers may struggle to maintain their water levels, making them unreliable outside the rainy season. Himalayan rivers have large drainage basins and extensive networks. Rivers like the Ganga and Brahmaputra spread over vast areas and support millions of people, providing water for agriculture, industry, and daily life. In comparison, peninsular rivers have smaller drainage basins. While still important, their impact is more regionally confined, and they do not cover the same vast areas as the Himalayan river systems. Geologically speaking, Himalayan rivers are young. They are still actively carving the landscape, creating deep valleys, steep gorges, and fast-flowing rapids. This youthful nature also means they are more dynamic and often shift their courses. On the other hand, peninsular rivers are much older. They've had millions of years to erode and shape the landscape, leading to more stable paths and fewer dramatic changes in their courses. Himalayan rivers exhibit high erosional activity. Their fast flow, steep slopes, and youthful nature result in significant erosion, shaping the landscape and creating features like ravines and gorges. On the other hand, peninsular rivers have lower erosional power. Since they flow over gentler slopes and have less water volume, they erode the land at a much slower rate. Himalayan rivers flow through deep valleys and gorges, particularly as they descend from the mountains. These valleys are often narrow and steep, reflecting the ongoing erosion of the young, mountainous terrain. In contrast, peninsular rivers flow through shallow valleys. The peninsular plateau is older and more stable, so the rivers have gentle gradients and wider valleys, making them less dramatic but more mature. Himalayan rivers are often meandering and shifting their courses. This happens because they're still actively shaping the land, leading to frequent changes in their paths. Meanwhile, peninsular rivers have more stable courses. Since the land is older and less prone to changes, these rivers tend to follow fixed paths with fewer deviations. Another difference lies in the type of landforms these rivers create. Himalayan rivers are responsible for creating fertile alluvial plains, particularly in northern India. This makes the land ideal for agriculture. In contrast, peninsular rivers often create rocky plateaus due to their slower flow and the harder terrain. These areas are less fertile, making agriculture more challenging. Thanks to constant snowmelt and rainfall, Himalayan rivers carry a large volume of water. This makes them more powerful and capable of supporting extensive agricultural and industrial needs. Peninsular rivers, on the other hand, have a lower water volume. Since they're dependent on seasonal rains, their flow is not as powerful, especially during the dry months. The Himalayan rivers play a significant role in agriculture, particularly in northern India. Their perennial nature and rich silt deposits make them ideal for growing crops throughout the year. Peninsular rivers, though less consistent, are still crucial for regional irrigation, especially during the monsoon season. However, agriculture in these regions is often more dependent on rainfall patterns. Because of their high water volume and heavy rainfall during the monsoon season, Himalayan rivers are prone to flooding. This can cause destruction, but it also replenishes the soil with nutrients. Peninsular rivers are less prone to flooding, though they may experience flash floods during particularly intense monsoons. Their lower water volume generally keeps flooding at bay. Many Himalayan rivers form large delta regions as they reach the sea. For example, the Ganges-Brahmaputra Delta is one of the largest in the world and is incredibly fertile. On the other hand, peninsular rivers often form estuaries rather than large deltas, particularly as they meet the Arabian Sea or the Bay of Bengal. Next, we have hydroelectric potential. Finally, Himalayan rivers are a major source of hydroelectric power due to their fast flow, large volume, and steep gradients, which make them perfect for generating electricity. In contrast, peninsular rivers have limited hydroelectric potential. Their seasonal flow and lower volume make them less ideal for large-scale hydroelectric projects. Some of the most famous rivers in India are from the Himalayas. These include the Ganga, Yamuna, and Indus rivers, which are crucial to the economy, religion, and daily life of millions. In the peninsular region, major rivers include the Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri. While they may not be as extensive as the Himalayan rivers, they are essential for regional irrigation and agriculture. So, there you have it. Now it's time for a short recap, the key differences between the Himalayan rivers and peninsular rivers. Each type of river plays a vital role in shaping India's geography, supporting agriculture, and providing for millions of people. Thank you for watching this video. Like, comment and subscribe my YouTube channel, Ravi Coaching, a flagship mentor. See you soon with new interesting topics.